We'll take him at the 21. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Rifles it down the middle. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the run. Across the 25. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Can't get him to the ground. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's in for the touchdown. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And it'll come out to the 25.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
At a return. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. With the catch, it's Dickey.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they had so much success moving the football down the field. Now you're a little bit stuck. Negative play, back to back. Got to get back to some of that stuff you did on this drive that you had success with.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. He'll have to forget about that last sack, but it brings up 3rd and goal from the 14. He's looking downfield to throw. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Vanderbilt is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Doors fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Line gets set, first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half looking forward, I don't know if they're going to be able to fix it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Give to the back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Offense facing 4th down.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the...
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
Caught in the backfield. It's James. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I love how the wide receiver just wasn't lazy on this play because he could have cut that route short, but he knew he had to extend the route to make sure he got that first down and help keep this drive alive.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Now he's going to break the pocket. Setting up the screen. Just destroying his way through the field. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. A long way to go for this offense. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. And he's in for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. There's a live football. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense set on first down. On the run, it's Whittington. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he will house it.
It hasn't taken very long this season to just see how scary this offense is. They wanted to be aggressive coming out to start this season, and you've seen that with the play calling on this drive. It does not take these guys with their speed very long to score. Watch out. This unit has a chance to be special.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Baxter. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Offense in an empty set. Comes out throwing on first down. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying to get the corner. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On the move, it's Bond. He gets a block. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's going to throw deep right side. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this all...
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback, but 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the 3rd quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After misfiring, it's second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Fights off a defender. The expressway is wide open. Finally. But he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gonna run it. It's Whittington. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Going to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to...
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down. Powers through the defender. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Whittington. At midfield, he's got room. And he breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the offense will take over. First and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to go up top on first down. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Off play action. Nope. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They do believe in this 4-down territory stuff. 0 for 4 doesn't stop him from trying a 5th. Running back goes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snags it down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback will audible. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. After an unproductive first half and opening drive in the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Baxter. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. On third down, going up top. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Never a doubt. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. Still down big here in the third quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. One final play before the end of the quarter.
Get set.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Finds a man on the left. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time to take a shot. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run to the right. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Ewers. Lofts one deep down the right side. And he intercepts it. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll start this drive from the 42. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? It's a country fumble, meaning there's a lot of open space, and that's what you do with it. Scoop it up and score with it. Touchdown. Nice play there by the offense, but still a ton of ground to make up. Yeah, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Here we go. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's going to pass. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He's back to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Running it back, it's Bond. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return.
1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Getting some heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. A great spot to start this drive for the offense.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pickup of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
Here we go.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. He'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's got a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point was good. So they get it on the edge of the red zone and go 20 yards. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
First down for this offense. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll try to get outside. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a man, it's Ewers. Trying to get to him. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. The 20. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. The quick out. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Lets it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The aerial assault continues. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Got some room to run. The 40. He's at the 30. just trucks through it. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
First and 10.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Back to throw. It's Ewers. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Runs through the tackle. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On the move at the 30. Giving him his pads. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
A loss of 12 on the play. Brings up second down.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout called by the defense.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After this, it'll be a wrap. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air, it's Ewers. He's going up top here late in the game. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.